Hi everyone, how are you? Today I wanted to talk about the Divine Mother and the goddess, the worshipping of the goddess. And before we begin, I would like to ask you and invite you, to listen to this video from a very open heart. It's going to trigger many of you, and it's okay because I'm here to trigger and I'm here to shake things up. But what I ask you is just to listen to the whole video, first of all. Just listen to the whole thing. Listen to it as if it's a story. Because I want you to accept this information to your subconscious mind and then make the decision to feel if it's the right path for you. I don't want you to overthink it with your right mind, with your conscious mind. We've already been programmed in this world to believe in the God and this big old man with a white beard in the sky who's punishing all of us. So you've already been programmed to one way or another. You've already been programmed into one story or another. I'm asking you to be open to listen, just to listen to a different story and see if it resonates with your heart and with your womb. Okay, with your heart if you're a man, with your womb if you're a woman. So why is worshiping the goddess the only way to align with our spirit, to create the fifth dimension, to create heaven on earth? So I'm going to use my board today, and I love using my board. It's fun because my inner child really loves it, even though my drawing skills are they're not tapped in this life at all whatsoever. But I just wanted to give you another kind of visual. Let's see if this is going to be here. Okay. So we have the world of the god, right? And we have the world of the goddess. Now, the world of the god, I hope you can see well. The world of the god is, I'm going to also do this like triangle, and this is the goddess, right? All right. So in the world of the god, we already know the story, right? There's a god and he rules everyone. He rules the goddess. He rules the children. He rules animals. He rules nature. He rules everything, right? It's a very masculine energy. It's a one, like, remember, I always explain the masculine has this one point of attraction. It's a one line, literally one line. So we can see that the God is just, there's no space for everything. It's just, it controls everything and everyone. Okay. And it makes the rules. He kind of rules above everyone. Now, in the world of the goddess, in the world of the mother, I should say, in the world of the divine feminine, in respecting and worshiping the divine feminine, this is what's happening actually, okay? There's two lines here. So we have the god and we have the goddess. Why? Because the goddess, the mother, both of the god and the goddess come from the divine mother. Everyone comes from her womb. So she doesn't control, but both of them come from her. They worship her. Do you see that there is more of a balance here? Again, just listen to it. Just allow it. Okay. Just allow this. Just go with it for a minute. Okay. Feel it. This is about feeling. I'm not here to work with your conscious mind. This is not what I do. If you want someone to give you a more logical explanation, go somewhere else. So I want you to feel what I'm saying right now. Okay. Now, do you see that here there is just one line? Here there is balance. You have the divine masculine and you have the divine feminine, and together you see how there's a triangle kind of like happening here. Together they have a third energy that they worship. I'm going to find a better word than worship. It's not the perfect word. So there is a balance here. They're standing They're standing together side by side, and the mother is up here protecting, guiding, keeping the balance between them. All right. So the irony is that when there is a world of a complete worship of the goddess, there is a complete balance and union with the energies, because everyone comes from the goddess. We don't come from the god. All right. Now, this is why I know it's going to trigger a lot of people, because we are in our society, in our culture today, in our modern culture, and also in the spiritual community, we have been programmed with this very interesting language and words, like equals, we are equals, and it's like there's so much shit going on about this subject. It's like we've been programmed so much about and kind of like everything that's natural and powerful about our human nature and our divine sacred sexuality has been completely destroyed in this modern world. So I'm just offering like a new way of looking at things and a new language, and this is the way that I have seen from the Divine Mother herself. I've seen her world. I've lived in her world. I am still living in her world simultaneously to this one. It is just the way we're supposed to live. We are radiating there. Okay, so this actually takes me to the next stuff I wanted to say. So you can see there's no balance here, all right? There's just a hierarchy. Here there is complete balance. Now, when you have the world of the Divine Goddess, of the Divine Mother, this is what happens. There's a whole new consciousness. When people live here, they are in a completely different state of mind, in a completely different consciousness. This is true balance, true balance and unity of divine feminine and masculine. Now, there is sacredness of the divine feminine. There is sacredness of the divine masculine. They are both knowing themselves, so they both can come together in a divine union, in a sacred union, energetically, emotionally, and physically, a sexual union. Now, when you have a sacred union, this is a sacred union, and I speak a lot about it in my Symbols of Sex Magic book. You can read a lot of interesting stuff over there too. So this is going to be our symbol for the divine union, the divine feminine, the divine masculine together. You can see that over here. What people call the Star of David, but it's really not the Star of David. Okay. When we have a world of a sacred union between a divine feminine and masculine, we have the respect and the protection and the existence of sacred knowledge. All right, so we have so hard to write with this thing. We have sacred knowledge. We have the sacred union, of course. We have powerful sex between divine feminine and masculine, real, true, honest, respectful, powerful sex between the feminine and masculine, which brings us, all right, to a very divine creation of a child. All right. There's so much I wanted to literally talk hours about this, but I'm trying to make this very short. So in a world where there is true balance again, and there's a divine union between masculine and feminine, the creation of a child is it affects the creation of the child. It affects the birth process. It affects the parenting. It affects the childhood of the child, the experiences that the child goes through, the way they're raised. Then it affects, of course, the person to grow up to be in better connection with themselves, with the world, with each other. It affects everything. In a world of the divine feminine worshiping. There is respect for men. There is respect for women. There is respect and honoring and protection of the child energy, which we do not have. The child energy is completely attacked in this world, physically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally. This is not a safe world for children in any way. It is not a divine world that creates a safe container for a child to grow as a divine human as they should be. It's the child, is the moment that they're born into this world, is bombarded with so many things. It's insanity. So the energy, the essence of the child is honored and protected as well in the world of the mother. And of course, if you can see, it affects everything, because when a child is created with sacredness and is raised with sacredness and with freedom and with love, you live in paradise. Because in this world of the divine masculine, you basically have a world full of wounded inner children in the bodies of grown-ups, and they're trying to come together, and good luck with that. Okay, it's yeah, I'm laughing, but it's very sad. So in the world of the mother, there is respect for nature. There is respect for all animals. There is no consuming and murdering and torturing animals for ridiculous reasons, okay? In this world now, and again, that affects, I can go on and on, like I could literally do like a whole chart and like go on and on. I'm trying to make it very clear in one video, because I've talked about this many times. Consuming animals affects our consciousness and our sexuality and our humanity in every fucking way. It is basic. So in a world of the mother, that doesn't exist. And it's a whole new dimension. Like, we are right now still living here. We're moving to the world of the mother. It's taking us some time. I mean, I'm hoping it would be quicker, but I am also learning to surrender and trust the process that we're going through. And because I see the world of the mother. I live there, and I know that it's not only possible, but it's already here. We are just kind of reprogramming ourselves and aligning ourselves to get there. Not everyone will get there. I don't believe what the spiritual community says. I don't see everyone getting to live in that dimension of the world of the mother. Some souls are never going to get there. Some souls are so much have surrendered to the darkness. And when I say darkness, it's not the polarity, it's the evilness, like the evil darkness. What we mean is that these souls will have to be recycled. That's the best word I can use when I explain what I'm getting from I don't know, my teachers, whatever you want to call them. It's really hard to translate my teachings over here to human words, so I'm trying to do my best. You know that already about me if you watch my videos a lot. So yeah, living in the world of the goddess is the most powerful, aligned way for human being to live, for men and women. This is true unity. This is true balance. This is respect for both sexes, and respect for human nature, and respect for our sexual powers and our union, and respect for our children, and respect for nature. So I'm hoping that this gives you a different picture and something to kind of like be with. And don't even, I kind of like invite you not even to, if you want to respond, or just take a few days to be with this. And again, don't think about it too much, but just allow this information to sit with you for a minute, okay? Again, this world of the mother is not a world of logic, of like right brain. There is a lot of logic in it. Once you are in it and you're experiencing that energy and that consciousness and that dimension, it's the most logical thing ever. but you don't have to think about it and explain it. It's just there. The logic is in you. You understand it with every part of your being. There's no need to explain it. All right. It's very different, very, very different than a masculine energy world and dimension, which we are mostly living in right now. So what I always speak about and invite you is to, women, enter your womb, really allow your womb to guide you, and connect and embody and respect your divine feminine, and really allow your divine feminine to take over you in everything that you do. That is your real power. If you were born in the body of a woman, that is where your power lies. Okay? And men, if you're born in a body of a man, enter your heart, follow your heart, listen to your heart, allow your heart to literally guide you in every step of the way. You need to be that energy. Yes, you need to be that very direct, focused, grounded energy in the universe. We need you in your divine masculinity. But we also need you to see and acknowledge and know the goddess. And even if you can't, I don't want men to be feminine. This is not what you need to be. You need to be divine masculine. We need you. Please, men, wake up to your divine masculine. It's beautiful. It's powerful. It's amazing. And we need you. Okay? So don't try to be more feminine. Be a divine masculine. Acknowledge and respect the feminine, which the divine masculine always respects the feminine. Just, yeah. Now, again, something I wanted to mention, because I get a lot of shit on about it from a lot of my videos. I am not saying that women are better than men, okay? I know that it may sound like that because, first of all, English is not my first language. Second of all, I'm trying to translate very, very interesting energies in human words, and it's very difficult. But yes, women should be worshipped, not in the way, okay, trying to explain this, not in the way that in the masculine world we view worshiping someone. This is a very different kind of worship, okay? Here in the divine mother's world, we don't worship the mother like here people worship the God, like God and Jesus. This is a completely different way of worshiping. So I want you to kind of like, again, don't overthink it. I want you to feel it. Okay? It's like the divine mother's world. It's almost like a worship. And again, I'm going to find a better word than worshiping because it's not the best word. If anyone has a better word and they feel it, what I'm saying, give me a comment below. But it's this awe and honor and deep understanding of what the divine feminine is, of what the mother is, knowing and feeling the divine mother in everything and everyone around you. That is so different than looking at a God, putting him up on a pedestal and saying, that guy over there, he's got the last say in everything and we got to listen to him, even though it's not even him. It's just a group of men who wrote some stuff and everyone's following them because they put fear on everyone. It's a very different dimension, like not even different world. It's a different dimension. And there's a different consciousness that people live in when they live here and when they live here. So if you have any questions about what I've just asked, which I'm sure some of you do, please write me in the comments below. This information I can't bring all the information at once at you because it's something that you kind of have to kind of slowly get into, okay? This is very different what I'm teaching. You already guys know this, those of you who actually understand what I'm teaching and follow me for a while. So it is about experiencing and allowing it to embody you. I love you so much. And I do pray every single day for the world of the mother. I birth the world of the mother. I constantly speak that spell every single day. And I am, again, working is not the right word, but I am walking every step of my life trying to be with alignment with my soul's purpose, my womb wisdom, and with the divine mother. I worship her. I serve her. My word is, I don't say worship, but I serve the divine mother. I am her servant. now and forever, until I see her world birthed into this dimension. And I really, I see this world where children and animals and men and women are free and safe and happy, and they live in a space where they are completely free to express who they are and live in their full divine power and potential and beauty, and enjoy a sacred, divine, strong union together. I love you guys. I pray for the awakening of all men, women, and children on planet Earth. Thank you.